Hi friends, welcome. The fourth question, we'll take the fourth question. Can a snake talk in the Bible? Is it scientific? This question was posted by humanist Babu Hogini, I think. So their point is animals or birds cannot talk in human language. They cannot understand human language. So it is impossible for animal or birds to talk in human language, and it is unscientific. That is what they mainly wanted to state. It is unscientific. Animals or birds of any kind of species cannot speak in human language or cannot understand human language. It cannot express its thoughts in in a form of language. It does not have cognitive skills. Yeah, that is what the main intent is. But they are good. They have good logistics and good analysis. But where their analysis goes, I don't understand when it comes to Bible. Other things they analyze very well, but when it comes to Bible, they criticize. So there are 700 species of birds which speak in human language, which understand human language, which show cognitive skills, which understand human language. They reply. So also at the end of this video, I will show the world's most talkative bird video footage for them also for the climax section. So there are 700 species of birds which have cognitive skills, which understand human language, which talk like human beings. So example, if we take Indian parrot. When the soothsayer says, "Bring the card," it goes and brings the card. It speaks in the language which we speak. When it is trained, Indian parrot speaks the same language as like that of a human being. So we all know that, but why they did not recognize, don't understand. Out of 700 species, we cannot talk about them, but there are two kind of two species. I'll tell those two species. You can type in Google also and you can see. Prudel, Prudle, Prudel. It talks 800 words just like human beings. It understands human beings. It talks 800 words, and it has been given an award in the year 2004. So, and also another bird, NKISI. How it is pronounced, I don't know. NKISI, 950 words. It speaks 950 words just like human being it speaks. And it has so these two kind of species speak like human beings, and you can type it in the Google and also check it. So the main point is, and also you will see the footage of the world's most talkative bird. So based on these times, we can understand that they themselves has given awards to such birds. They declared it in a Guinness World Record. So they named 700 species which talk in human language, which understands human being, the language which has cognitive skills. So the matter is, it is clear that animals or birds, they have cognitive skills. They can speak human language. By this we understood. So they themselves have to admit that birds have cognitive skills. They are able to understand human language. So when at this generation we are able to you are able to admit that birds can speak human language, they understand human language, they have cognitive skills. What is the problem when it comes to snake in the Bible? When you have when you believe that birds at this generation can speak, there is a possibility for birds or kind of species which speak like human beings, then there is also a possibility in the Bible for a snake to speak also. So certainly if you can believe at this generation, then there is also possibility in that generation that a snake in the Bible has spoken. So there is no unscientific in the Bible, of course. So Bible teaches science, and so they have to believe. And also so there is no unscientific thing in believing that a snake in the Bible has spoken. So now you can see the footage of the world's most talkative bird. So you can see, and instead of criticism, and you can believe in Lord Jesus Christ, you will be saved. So see the watch the video. Thank you. World's most talkative bird. Thank you.
I'm going to let her introduce herself to everybody. Can you tell everybody your name?
Einstein.
This is Einstein. Can you tell everyone hi?
Hello.
That's nice. Can you be polite?
Sweetheart.
Much better. Well, Einstein is very honored to be here at TED 2006 amongst all you modern day Einsteins. In fact, she's very excited. Yeah. Since we've arrived, there's been a constant buzz about all the exciting speakers here for the conference. This morning, we've heard a lot of whispers about Tom O'Reilly's wrap-up on Saturday. Einstein, did you hear whispers? Yeah. Einstein's especially interested in Penelope's talk. A lot of her research goes on in caves, which can get pretty dusty. Yeah, it could make her sneeze. But more importantly, her research could help Einstein find a cure for her never-ending scratchy throat. Yeah. Well, Bob Russell was telling us about his work on nanotubes and his research at the microscopic level. Well, that's really cool, but what Einstein's really hoping is that maybe he'll genetically engineer a 5-pound peanut. Yeah, she would get really, really excited. That is one big peanut. Since Einstein is a bird, she's very interested in things that fly. She thinks Burt Rutan is very impressive.
Oh.
Yeah.